Perfect. Thank you all so much for having me. It's really an honor to be here, and hope you all can resonate with my story. So for the next 15 minutes, you can all call me by my stage name, the Mystic Motivator. I try to perform magic while also doing some dope tricks and also inspiring, all right? So with that, and after I do this first performance, I'm going to need some volunteers, so just get ready, all right? Now keep in mind what you're about to see is being done with a genuinely shuffled deck of cards. This is really my story, and I hope it resonates with each of you.
Can they move up if they want to?
Yes, please, move up, please. Come up, move up. All right?
Or be shy and sit where you're sitting.
And again, I'll follow volunteers. I'm really good at being awkward. Okay, all right. So, this is my story, and again, I hope it resonates with each of you. All right? So, I am currently 29 years old. I'm a first-generation American. I'm a son of small business owners. I'm a husband to an amazing social worker. I'm a proud product of public schools. I'm an ambassador to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm a former presidential appointee in the Obama White House. And I ran for office, there you go, and I ran for office in 2018. I am also a 16-year cancer survivor.
You might want to see these cards.
Yeah, keep in mind, I'm shuffling the deck the entire time. Now keep in mind, I was actually 13 years old when I was diagnosed and treated. It was the scariest moment of my life. And I remember sitting in the hospital feeling like my life was over. And I also found that people stopped talking with me as a person. And they kept talking about me like I was just a number. So I felt powerless. But when I saw kids younger than me lose their battles, I knew I couldn't give up because it wouldn't be fair to them. So I thought, if I'm blessed enough to beat cancer, I have an obligation to stay positive and to pay it forward. The first way I learned to give back was after one of my 8-hour chemo sessions, when a doctor came and he performed a magic trick for me and the 9 other patients in the room. Now the trick not only amazed us, but gave us a sense of hope. Right? If what we saw could be possible, then maybe anything could be, including us being cancer-free. And so now I perform charity magic shows and try to give back as often as I can and share my story. You know, my life has been full of losses and full of uncertainty. And I'm sure many of you can relate. But that's okay, because life doesn't always work out the way we planned it to, right? Sometimes in life, you want a unicorn. But life, it gives you a goat. But here's the thing, right? Goats are amazing. And did you also know that the word GOAT can be an acronym for the greatest of all time?
Yeah.
It's a picture of Muhammad Ali, by the way. Yeah. And really, it's with that spirit that I'm here today, right? To show you that losing does not have to be an end, but it can be a beginning. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. It's not easy to stay positive. Trust me, I know that. But if you feel depressed, alone, or like you don't have a heart to carry on, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. Okay? So please, stay positive. Keep the passion. Keep the positivity. You might have to go through a lot of bad to get to the really good, but I promise you, it's going to be worth it in the end. Okay? Now, I also believe that silence breeds fear and uncertainty. And by sharing my story here today, in front of this full house, I hope you all know I'm not just trying to kiss your aces. All right? Instead, I'm trying to inspire and keep you on the straight path to victory. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, so now that I got you all loosened up, I need a volunteer. And keep in mind, I am awkward, so I will literally call on random people, and I will stay there until you decide to volunteer yourselves. So who wants to volunteer with me? All right, please, come on up. What's your name? Savitri. Thank you so much for coming up. Stand next to the star. That's me. It's a free show, guys. What do you expect? Okay, can you please take the deck? Make sure they're all different cards, and then give it a quick shuffle. Okay? They're all different? Yes? Give it a quick shuffle now. You ever played cards before? Okay, that's okay. Again, I just want to show you that this is truly a shuffle deck of cards, okay? And can you just also make sure that they're all in the same way, because I think there was some lines.
On the bottom.
Okay. Fair enough? Okay, good. Now, for this trick, I want to illustrate the theory of transference. Has anyone ever heard of transference before? Anyone know what that is? No?
To move something from one thing to another.
Yeah, so in other words, in life, the theory of transference is really that how our actions impact those around us. Okay? So if I'm happy, then I'll transfer that feeling of happiness to people around me. If I'm sad, then I'll transfer that feeling of sadness to those around me. And the lesson is to try to stay positive, because that way you'll have other people stay positive around you. Okay? You shuffle the deck, I'm shuffling the deck. I'm going to illustrate this theory of transference with a deck of cards. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to look this way, I'm going to riffle the cards. I want you to tell me to stop whenever you want me to. Okay? Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right there? Can you look at the top card, look at it, do not show it to me, show it to everybody else. I don't want to look. Everyone see the card?
Yes.
Okay, now hold it to your chest so I can't see it. Okay? What I want you to do, you place it anywhere in the middle of the deck. Stick it somewhere in the middle. Okay, fair enough? And again, this is the theory of transference. Okay? Can you hold out your hand like it's a table? You pick the card, after you shuffle the deck, you put it somewhere in the middle. Is that fair enough?
Yes.
Would you be impressed if your card jumped to the top of this deck? Would that be impressive?
Yes.
Would that be impressive? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you stand over here so everyone can see you? What was the name of your card for the first time? And the 10 of spades jumped to the top. But here's the thing. We'll do it again, okay? 10 of spades. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the middle. You put that in there, okay? Hold out your hand and snap your fingers. And just like that, the 10 of spades jumps right back to the top. Okay, now that would have been really cool though.
I know, right?
Okay, that would have been cool. Okay, so this is close, right? It's the 5 of spades. Hold out your hand, okay? We'll put the 5 of spades in your hand. Cover your hand. Okay, now hold it. Your card was the 10 of spades, which was somewhere in the middle. All right? Right there. Okay. So, 10 of spades with the 5 of spades. Okay? Now, what I wanted to show you again is the theory of transference. Okay? The feeling of transference, the cards of transference. This is the 10 of spades, you have the 5 of spades in your hand, right? If I take the 10 of spades and I just kind of rub it over, it actually changes to the 5 of spades. And in your hand, you should have the 10 of spades. Turn it over, please. Okay, now again, the theory of transference, right? I transferred that card onto her. I'm going to need another volunteer, please. Another volunteer.
I'll go.
All right, thank you so much. And your name, please? Pamela. Give it up for Pamela, please. One more time, take the deck, give it a good shot. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm the star of the show. Okay, you're done. Fair enough? Fair enough? Okay. Now what I want you to do, we're going to count out 10 cards, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards. Do you believe me?
I believe you.
You believe me? You should.
Okay.
Okay, can you just pick them up, make sure that there are 10 cards. And you can count them on the table.
I can.
Yeah. 10 cards, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, again, we're going to illustrate the theory of transference. For these cards, I do not want you to pay attention to the faces of the card, okay? The 10, the jack, the ace, the 8, the 3, the 6. We don't care about those. We only care about the backs of the cards, okay? So that's 1. That's 2. Can you finish counting them?
Yes.
1 by 1, 3.
3.
Count them out loud.
4, 5,
Okay.
6,
Yep.
7,
Yep.
8,
Yep.
9,
Okay.
10.
Good. Now I want you to hold those in your hand and just keep them next to your heart. Okay? So
my heart?
Yeah. Keep them next to your heart. Okay?
It's kind of under here, but I'm just going to
So same thing. I want you to tell me when to stop.
stop.
Right there. Okay. You're gonna pick up that card. Now look at it. Now hold on. Is it a number card?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So here's what we do. Again, the theory of transference. My actions have an impact on those around you. You count the 10 cards you have in your hand.
Right.
If that's a number, then however many number that card says, we're going to transfer that many from this deck into your pile that's been in your hand the entire time. Okay? So what is the number that's on the card?
You want
Yes.
4.
4. Okay. Again, we only care about the backs of the card, the physical material that makes it. So 4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer from here 4 cards from this deck into her pile of 10. Would that be impressive?
Yeah.
And again, it's to illustrate the theory of transference. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hold it tight. Make
I
sure
got
it's
it.
tight. Okay, ready? That's 1. Do you feel something? That's
Yeah.
2. That's 3, and that's 4. How many cards should you have in your hand now that I transferred 4 cards from my deck into yours?
14.
Can you count them out loud? I don't want to touch them. Count them out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay.
So, I'll do one last trick, but for this one, I need 3 volunteers. All right? 3 volunteers, please. Okay, 1 and 2. One more. 3. All right. Stand over here, please. Give her a round of applause. Great. James? Kevin? Ebony. All right, thank you all so much for coming. So, why don't you take the deck, we're going to shuffle again. Stand up so everyone can see. Try to stay in a line. Okay. Okay, all right. We don't need to show off. Okay, I don't want to touch it. You pick out any one card you want and give me the rest of the deck. Okay? You already picked a card?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask you, are you happy with that card or do you want to change your mind?
I'm happy.
You happy? Okay, show it. Did I force that card on you in any way? Okay. Look at that card. Show it to everybody else. Do not show it to me. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Everything good so far?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one last time. Do you want to change your card or are you happy with that card?
I'm happy with
You happy with that card? Okay. Let's see. Tell me when to stop.
it. Stop.
Right there. Put your card in the middle. Put the rest on top. Put that deck over here. Everything fair so far? Okay. All I want you to do not make any indication, but just tell me if you see your card somewhere in this deck. Okay? I'll spread out everything. Do you see your card somewhere in there? Yes? Okay. Take the card down. Give it one last shuffle. One last shuffle. Again, I don't want to look. The suspense is pretty cool, right? Okay. Everything fair so far. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little game. Okay? How many of you have played poker before? You play poker? Yeah, I can tell. Okay. So here's what we'll do. We're going to just kind of create just a couple little piles. And this trick, again, you're going to help me with. Okay? We have 4 piles. 4 players. Point to one deck right now. And like, literally put your finger on it. And then that's the deck. Okay, so this is one deck. You want this deck to go to me? So A, B, and C. Who do you want this deck to go to? See? Okay, can you come over here and hold out your hand? I'll do it very slowly. Just hold it in your hand for now. Okay, and step back to this. Okay, point to another deck right now. The deck that you point to is going to be your deck. Okay, so that's yours. So hold it in your hand. Okay? Okay, now again, you're going to still pick. Actually, why don't you pick? Which one do you want? Okay, pick it up and hold it in your hand. Okay, and I'll take up this deck. Now everybody come a little closer to the table and do as I do. Okay? Right there. Okay? Then take a couple cards and put them on the bottom. Okay? Take another card. Put it on top of your pile. Shuffle the cards up a little bit more. Take another card, put it face down. You can do this how often, as many times as you want. Whenever you're done, keep the rest of the cards in your hand and tell me you're done. Okay? So do this however often you want. You can shuffle the deck, put a card down, shuffle the deck, put a card down. I'm done. Okay? Done? Yes? Everything good so far? The cards in your hand, give them to me. Okay? We'll take this pile, we'll put it right there. Now, again, everybody take your piles, hold them in your hands, just like this. Okay? Now we're going to count them. Do it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, keep going. Okay, so just to recap a little bit. You took the deck, you shuffled it up, you picked any card you wanted, you shuffled it back in the deck. We have 4 different piles. You decided who got which pile, right? Then you dealt out however many cards you wanted. You shuffled them up. You dealt out more. Okay? The chances of your card being in this discarded pile is about 50%, right? That's about half the deck. The chances of your card being in any one of these piles is roughly, I think, 20%. The chances of your card being in your deck, would that be impressive? Yeah? Would you be even more impressed if the card that you selected, after making all those decisions, is actually the very top of your deck. Would that be impressive? What was the name of your card? King of clubs? Turn over, I don't want to touch it. Turn over the top of your deck and show everybody what it is.
Oh!
The king of clubs. Hold on.
There it is. There it is.
He was about to graduate this year, too.
But hey, here's the thing,
Come back.
right?
Come back.
Hold on. We're not done yet. We got one more minute, all right? Come back here. Okay, so here's the thing, right? And again, this is the lesson, right? This is the lesson. In life, sometimes we only focus on ourselves, all right? This trick was all focused about you and your card. But if you realize, it actually took your community, your other 3 players, to make sure that we are collectively making decisions that made it so that your card ended up in your pile, right? Now also, I said that this is a game. By yourself, you cannot win life. You need a community of people around you. With the poker game, you cannot win with just the one single king of clubs. What you need is a 4 of a kind. Would you be impressed if the tops of each of our decks are the other 3 kings? Turn over the tops of each of your decks. Well, you already have your king. I have the king of spades, king of diamonds, and king of hearts, and every other card is different.
All right.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, crazy.
Thank you so much.
I am not worthy. Man. Wow. Ashwani. That is like next level. I actually made the mistake of telling him I know a little magic. Card tricks. And I was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. DJ, maybe you want to give us a little bit of music? We're going to get a next act up here in a second. And right after that, we're going to ask the act to take the panel, as well as a few other